Hola, muy buenos días a todos. So, I thought I would explain my background a little bit for you. So, I saw on this other YouTube channel that one should make a catalyst video. So, what they meant by that was to explain your whole background information. So, how did I get to be a Camino teacher? So, yeah, in 2018. I actually hiked the Camino de Santiago, so I got obsessed with it. But how did all this even happen? So let me give you a little background information. So I grew up in Germany, and here's my sister and her boyfriend. Yeah. Okay, I grew up in Germany, and at the age of 19, I decided to go crazy and immigrate to the United States. And I got married, and I went to the University of Tennessee, where I learned Spanish. So I actually majored in foreign languages. So Spanish is my thing. And at the same time, I also learned French. And of course, I already knew German. So I became certified to be a high school teacher, certified in French, Spanish, and German. But I fell into Spanish since that's the most popular language for 30 years of my life. And so, yeah, I went through a lot teaching 30 years of Spanish until they finally switched me to French and German. And I like that so much better, to tell you the truth. It's a lot nicer to teach French and German. I don't know exactly why, but it is. So, yeah, so I ended up last year buying a house on the Camino. Okay, so a lot of the videos that Diane and I made this summer had to do with the house. So I've only had it for 1 year, and I'm super excited about it. Okay, but how did I even end up there? So I went to the University of Tennessee. I studied Spanish. Then after 14 years, I got divorced, and then I married a second ex-husband. And so I was married for another 14 years, and unfortunately that failed too. So now I'm on my own. So on my own, I get to travel a lot, and I basically get to do what I want. So I've been traveling a lot. So somehow I fell into the Camino. Well, actually, I watched a video on YouTube by this guy named Tank. It's called To the End of the World. To the End of the World. Yeah, if you want to look it up. And so it was a super cool video where he and this Danish girl, Amalia, walked together to the end of the world, to Finisterre, which is on the northwestern corner of Spain. Okay, so yes, after hiking the Camino in 2018, I just could not get it out of my brain. So I started looking on this app called Idealista, and I became like super obsessed with it. And so I went over to Spain several times, and I even went by myself, like all by myself. And I looked at houses, and the first few houses I looked at were ridiculously in ruins. So you can buy super cheap houses in Spain, yes, but the reform of it will cost you so much money. It's ridiculous. So this one house I looked at in Castrojeriz, in the Burgos area, it was going to cost me 15,000 euros, maybe less, but you had to tear it down and rebuild a whole new house, so what's the point of that? So I found this house right here in the Palencia area, and yeah, it didn't need much of anything except the roof had to have a little reform done to it, and it needed a water heater, just, little things, and that didn't amount to much. So the whole house only cost 26,000 euros plus 5,000 in repairs, including the roof. So that was pretty good. So I'm very happy with my house on the Camino. And this last summer, I got to spend 6 weeks on the Camino, and it was so super nice. And I'm so glad that now, as I return back to school, I'm going to teach for maybe 1 more year or 2. I'm hoping if this YouTube channel takes off, I will only have to work 1 more year and then just make YouTube videos. So if you please subscribe and help me out, that would be so nice. Yeah, they said make a YouTube video that explains your background a little bit. So this is my background, and I'm really hoping to attract some more followers. So it looks like when you look at my videos, they look like they're all over the place, and I even have my dog in them. And a lot of the subscribers actually followed me on account of looking at my American Bully, and I really appreciate that. And there are a lot of cat videos because in Spain, in the pueblo, they have so many town cats, and it's so much fun because the town cats literally belong to everybody. So all the people set out water for them, and they give them their scraps, their leftover food. So these cats have it made. So there's a lot of that. And I even have one of this owl in my shed. So I didn't know when I took the video that owls are actually dangerous. So I was talking to this owl, so if you want to find the video. And yeah, it's ridiculous. And I hate how I even talk on this video because I put on this ridiculous southern accent. So I do live in the southern part of the United States, in the state of Tennessee. So this is why I have a little southern accent. But I will tell you that the more time I spend in Spain, I have now taken on the Castilian accent, and I can do it perfectly. So I'm very proud of my Spanish progress. So I'm planning on doing a lot of Spanish teaching videos on this channel besides the Camino. And if you're inspired to hike the Camino de Santiago one day, just look it up. It's super cool. There are all these different routes. It's not just one trail that you take. The most famous one is the Camino Frances, which starts in France, and you walk clear across Spain to the other side, starting in France. So that's like 500 miles, 800K, something like that. So yeah, just bear with me, and I would really love it if you subscribe to my channel and help me grow it. So try not to ramble here, but yeah, please join me, and yeah, maybe you will hear some more from my sister. So she's a super cool lady. When they were over there this summer, we rode bikes. So I have some subscribers who like biking too. So they love biking, and they had a little dog, and everybody loved their dog too. So people on this channel seem to love animals. So I'm not going to disappoint. Yeah, the animals are going to stay. And Spanish in the Camino, and now I am a French and German teacher, so we're going to bring that into. So it sounds like it's a little all over the place, but if you join me, there is something for everybody. So please subscribe to my channel, and I will talk to you soon. Hasta luego. See you later.